David, Soleil Fighter, let's talk about the gift that keeps on giving, shall we? Another good run last time at a track that he's not as favourable with, but back to the Valley.
Yes, his record at the Valley's first class. His lead-up race after a short break, after winning the Happy Valley Challenge, was excellent, and I think he'd be hard to beat with Zach on.
When you look at that race last time, it was traditionally Charlton form is that little bit stronger than Happy Valley form per se. I mean, behind a horse like Invincible Shield and Co, I mean, that's very strong form.
Yeah, and he was kicking back and right there. So, and he went into that race with improvement left in him. So, back at the Valley with the runner under his belt, he should be very hard to beat.
It's interesting you say. I mean, he started the season up at 64. He's up to 87. I mean, in an ideal world, I'm sure you'd be hoping there is more to come. You're confident that there is, though.
Yeah, I am. The way he's getting around, it wouldn't surprise me if he, got through 100. So, he's healthy. He's well. He had a slow start in Hong Kong, but he's really made his ground up now.
I mean, as you well know, obviously with a horse perhaps with slightly lesser ability per se than the likes of, say, Red Majesty, when they do like it around here, it's key, isn't it? It's a key component of it.
I think you copy and paste a lot, and because there's a lot of horses that don't really handle it, and as you said earlier, it tends to be that 10% easier.
Yeah. You've got Zach on, of course, never a bad thing. He's riding a few for you on Wednesday night.
Yes, nice to get him, isn't it? He's got the choice of 1,000 horses, so if he can ride 5 in line, it's good.
Probably a nice headache to have. Well, good luck with this fellow again.
Thank you.
David, I wanted to ask about a horse by the name of Bienvenue, who looks like he's improving nicely. Good effort here last time. That was his first run up the Valley.
Yeah, it was probably, I think, his career best run. He's drawn a little bit awkward at 9, but on the strength of that last run, he's got to be right in the mix, I think.
For a little while, David, since this horse has sort of emerged and started racing, I've had Slow Burner written next to his name. Would that be fair? Yeah,
I'm sure he's going to end up probably in 3, but when he's 4 or 5, and he's only 3 years old. I think he's run 3 seconds, and let's hope he can break through.
Once that penny dropped last time, though, he was doing some really good work, wasn't he?
Yes, yeah, like I just think. Another 50 metres at the Valley last week, he would have won.
Yeah, for sure. As you do with a number of your horses, you've been up to China. How's he benefited from that?
Yeah, it's a key part to him. He eats probably 20% more up there. Yeah. And as you said, he's a little bit backwards, so that's really helps him.
Just looking at the horses that he's sort of been running behind, the likes of Master of My Universe, Sky Joy, Cross Border Pegasus, Little Paradise, who we saw win on the weekend. I mean, it's rock solid.
Yeah, really good form. I didn't realise how strong it was, but it's turned out very well.
Mark Noonan, your smart 3-year-old Crimson Flash is going to the races again at Happy Valley on Wednesday night, and mightily impressive last time in winning.
Yeah, look, he's always shown good natural talent. When he arrived in Hong Kong, he'd only had one previous start, so he hadn't had a lot of exposure. His first run at Happy Valley and blinkers on did the job. Andrea was, he adapted to what happened in front of him. The horse wasn't quickly away, and he's had a little bit of a habit of doing that. So jumps quickly, it's much easier for him to get on pace. He's got natural speed, but they adapted well to what was in front of them, and horse and jockey did a good job.
And with all that in mind, I mean, what was very impressive, I suppose, well, I certainly thought so, was the way he's rushed home. I mean, he's got that electric turn of foot.
Yeah, and look, and that's one thing about him. He's got natural speed, and, where he uses that in the race will be determined on how he jumps. But he's certainly come on well since that race, and he's trialled well.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the trial. I mean, he's looked good there. Andrea had a sit on him. Was he happy with it?
Yeah, very. And, he used his speed in the trial and controlled it from the front. Was still strong all the way to the line. So, he's a horse with a bit of upside.
You've got the 37 winner mark this season, Mark, and homing in on 40. Season's going well?
Yeah, it is. It's been really good. We could finish off strongly. We've got a few of these newer horses to step out between now and the end of the season. So, if they can get a few runs into them and toughen them up for next season.
I imagine that's the exciting part, isn't it? Especially for you and owners and all the team. I mean, you can get these nice young horses and keep the dream alive for next year and bigger targets.
Yeah, well, you have to. If you're going to be competitive here, you've got to have a good stream of horses coming in. And generally, wherever you start, it does take probably 3 or 4 seasons to establish a stable. And, we've been able to, get good numbers on the board already. But, some of those horses we started with will retire at the end of this year. And we've got a good influx of horses coming. So, It's looking bright for the next season or two after this year, but we'd still like to finish this one off strongly.
The Crimson Flash can establish himself a bit more, couldn't I?
Thank you.
Cheers.